No.
Voltamara! Let's go! Jordan, Voltamara, goal!
A few moments later,
Oh God!
2,000 years later.
Joao Pedro. Okay.
ओ भाई निकल गया भाई, पेड्रो निकल
Okay.
गया।
Yes. It's a goal. It's a goal.
पेड्रो निकल गया भाई, पेड्रो।
One
हेलो हेलो हेलो,
eternity.
वेलकम। क्या
Hello. Yeah. Hi.
uh,
Anish bhai.
ऋषभ? बढ़िया बढ़िया, ऋषभ भाई। So as we were on the stream, we went through emotion up and down. So let me tell you, that was a chaos. That was an emotion. Like that was classical Newcastle United
Yeah.
of this season. Like I'm telling you, आपको मैंने कल भी बोला था, we would share the points.
Historic
And
fixture, right? It's a historic fixture. We all know.
100%, 100%. And मतलब क्या Newcastle 2 and Chelsea 2, we showed a heart, intensity, and belief. But what would I say? Once again, we left with the question why.
Hmm.
For a reference, I can tell the people this year it's a 13-point drop from Newcastle from a winning position. So it's
Yeah.
something not a new. और मैं एक
True.
चीज़ और बताना चाहूँगा, ड्यूरिंग द स्ट्रीम मैंने भाई को बोला था, because he told
Hmm.
me now you're set up good. I told him no, I need a one more goal. Otherwise, I'm telling you, either Chelsea is going with the 3 points home or we are going to share the points. Exactly वही हुआ. And I
वही
told
हुआ.
this when we were 2-0, like Newcastle
Hmm.
were ahead over 2 goals. So
Hmm.
we can talk on the game.
Hmm.
Let's talk about, let me tell you, just a moment. Uh, from Chelsea point of view, are you happy with the draw at St. James Park or no?
So I won't say that I'm happy, but I'm not sad either because the point is ki when you cannot get 3 points, when you cannot win, then you have to make sure you do not lose. And to be honest, जिस तरह game चला पूरा 90 minutes, first 45 minutes, the first half, I think Newcastle had all the right to win this game. And the way it went in the second half, I think Chelsea had all the right to win this game. That's my take on that.
So, did feel like it's Chelsea earning a point? If you look in an overall game perspective, or it's Newcastle letting slipping up, or like slips a point, or Chelsea? मतलब आपको क्या लगता है? Big Chelsea को जो एक point share मिला है, overall perspective, not as just
Mm,
pointing out single half. भी आपको क्या
mhm.
लग रहा है? अभी Chelsea point जो लेके गया, it was a deserved one, or you think Newcastle slipped a point, or Chelsea slipped those 2 points?
Man, I think uh, as we all know, football में कुछ भी हो सकता है. Football is a game. That's why it's called the beautiful game, and anything can happen in football. और मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि we definitely would have been happier if we would have got the 3 points in St James's Park. But yes, we have to see the history behind this fixture. There's like something happens to Chelsea whenever we get to St James's Park. It's so tough to beat Newcastle when you are playing as Chelsea in St James's Park. There is something related to this fixture. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मेरा इस चीज़ पे फॉर नाउ ऐसा मेरा ऐसा नहीं है कि मुझे इस चीज़ पे बहुत ज़्यादा फोकस नहीं है कि हम लोग जीते या हम लोग हारे या हम लोग ड्रॉ किए. बट द इंटेंसिटी ऑफ द गेम, द वे वी एन्जॉयड द गेम, दैट वाज़ मोर इम्पोर्टेंट टू मी. हाँ, बिल्कुल ये सच है कि इट इज़ बेसिकली यू कैन लुक एट दैट इन 2 डिफरेंट वेज़. एक है कि फैन पर्सपेक्टिव से एवरीवन वांट्स टू विन एज़ अ फैन, दे वांट टू सी देयर टीम विन एज़ अ फैन. बट देन अगेन द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग इज़ कि अ, ये जो सब कोई लोग बोल रहे हैं इस फिक्सचर को, जो आज हुआ मैच, दिस इज़ बेसिकली अ टेल ऑफ द 2 हाल्व्स.
Two
ठीक
halves,
है, जिस
yes,
तरह से टेल ऑफ द टू हाफ्स, दैट इज व्हाट फर्स्ट हाफ न्यूकासल वाज एवरीवेयर, चेल्सी वाज घोस्ट. And
yes,
in the second half, Chelsea was everywhere, and Newcastle seemed to miss a lot of opportunities, not being clinical, and they ended up conceding the 2 goals, and it was a draw. So yeah, I will say it's an entertaining fixture. बहुत मजा आया. गूज बम्प्स, मतलब अब देख के लग रहा था अब कुछ हो सकता है. देयर इज समथिंग गोइंग टू हैपन विद दैट. गिवन कि रीस जेम्स ने जितना ब्यूटीफुली उस चीज को एग्जीक्यूट किया, अपने प्रोसेस को स्टार्ट किया, हाउ ही स्कोर्ड दैट फैंटास्टिक फ्री किक एंड थिंग्स लाइक दैट. I love the intensity. Yep.
100% मैं चीज़ ये ऐड ऑन करना चाहूँगा। आई डोंट नो इफ समबडी वा ट्यून्ड इनटू स्ट्रीम फ्रॉम माय चैनल, बट एग्ज़ैक्टली जब पामर को वो मतलब एडवांटेज मिला
Mm.
व्हेन ही दे चेल्सी गॉट द फ्री
Yeah.
किक, आई टोल्ड ऑन द स्ट्रीम लाइक वी गोना कंसीड दिस बिकॉज़ इट्स अ रियली डेंजरस एरिया. And
Mm.
as far as I know, my team goalkeepers, Ramsdale doesn't dive. By Ramsdale doesn't dive, but it was a no credits taken. It was a beautiful kick from Reece James. It has nothing to do with Ramsdale on that particular
Mm.
moment. To be honest, credit goes to Reece James. But yeah,
Mm.
exactly. मैं ये सेम ही चीज बोलूंगा. First half, very what the thing is, despite taking a points home, what is the positive for me for this game? That's Anthony Gordon. जब आपने half time पे बोला, मैं क्या, can you go and check the Anthony Gordon's performance, because it looks really
Mm.
surprising to me, because जितना भी इस साल देखा है उसको, it was one of his best games in Premier League, I
Mm.
would say,
True.
because it was a kind of magic moments he produced, kind of not like big time magic moments, but he had a good assist, and Nick Woltamada did what Nick Woltamada is capable of. No, the one people like, I got a lot of reels by other people when he scored a own goal against Sunderland.
True.
But
Yeah.
you saw what he did today, how clinical he is in when once he is in the box.
Mm.
And I would like to talk on a one particular moment. We were gonna take it later, but let's wrap up on the first half. So I would say ये गेम दो हाफ्स का था, जैसे आपने बोला, जितना गंदा चेल्सी फर्स्ट हाफ में थी, आई थिंक न्यू कासल वॉज सिमिलर इन सेकेंड हाफ. हाउ
Mm.
गुड न्यू कासल वॉज इन द फर्स्ट हाफ, चेल्सी वॉज at par in the second half. So it was like
Mm.
इसकी टोपी उसके सर कर
Flip.
दी है उन्होंने. इसकी टोपी
Exactly.
उसके सिर रख दी है उन्होंने for in the second
Mm.
half. And this is why I was asking you, what do you think of Enzo Maresca would bring out of his hat for this half? And I was terrified. I thought we need 3-0 lead to save this game,
Mm.
otherwise we would be losing it. And I'm happy we saved a single point at least. And big up to Luis Miley again. By kya banda hai yaar, 19 years of age and playing up at this confidence, flying high, and playing at a makeshift arrangement again. Right
Mm.
back is not the position he's supposed to play, and
Yeah.
still.
True.
And I'm happy because Jolinton नहीं खेल रहा था, हमारा full back
Mm.
नहीं है. Still, we played this good on the first half. First
Mm.
half performance was really nice, right? But two nil flying high, and but okay, you past demons haunts you, but I know the pain. But as a neutral fan, people would be thinking Newcastle sitting up really on a good spot, but I knew the
Mm.
pain. It's not a good spot. But let's talk on the
Mm.
after a match. I just follow the social media, and I know social media is not right place to give or take the decision. People are thinking like Newcastle is robbed of a penalty. Do you think it's that the stuff?
Robbed of a penalty. No, see, first of all, Premier League is known for the physicality and the hard tackles basically. मुझे ऐसा नहीं लगता, तब तो फुलम वाला गेम में भी वो चीज़ होना चाहिए था. सी मीडिया, ब्रिटिश मीडिया इज ऑल अबाउट दैट, यू नो, दे विल स्प्रेड इन्फॉर्मेशन सो दैट थोड़ा मसाला मिले, देन ओनली दे आर गोइंग टू गेट द व्यूअरशिप ऑन ऑल. मुझे ऐसा नहीं लगता कि इट वाज अ पेनल्टी, बिकॉज इफ एनीवन हु हैज इवन अ बिट ऑफ नॉलेज इन फुटबॉल, अगर पता है कि भाई पेनल्टी किस तरह होता है इनसाइड द बॉक्स, so it is pretty much clear. It is always when you don't have any touch on the ball, and your basically your tackle is not from a natural position. I don't think that tackle was anywhere. I think it's regarding the tackle from Chalobah, right? That Chalobah one.
Yeah, it was from Chaloba. And
Chalobah. Yeah.
मुझे जब जो आपने जिस टाइम बोला था कि उसका बिफोर 2 सेकंड्स का क्लिप्स नहीं दिखा है, तो
Mm,
मैं उसको
mm.
ढूंढने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. आई डोंट नो
Yeah,
हाउ इट
correct.
वाज, बट
Mm,
जो वीएआर के अंदर दिखाया गया था, दैट लुक्स
mm,
लाइक अ पेनल्टी. आई टू बी
mm,
बट दिस इज व्हाट इट इज. मैं हमेशा ये बोलता हूँ, these decisions are like this. Sometimes
mm.
you are on other side of the decision, sometimes you are on this side. So sometimes you
True.
would be going happy home and sometimes you not. But yeah, अगर
Mm,
वो मतलब if and buts का गेम नहीं
true.
है, this is a game which is on the record. Aesthetics नहीं लगेगा
Mm,
अगर वो पेनल्टी मिलती तो न्यूकासल जीत जाता, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. I'm
true.
not trying to get any sympathy or something, but just trying to make a
Mm,
point. What do you think about it? Harvey Barnes का
mm.
भी वो लग रहा था, but I don't think so that was a
See,
penalty at all by
that's
Reece
that,
James.
that that's the point. I think ki it was, according to me, was not a penalty, because I clearly saw from other end ki Chaloba ka pair kind of brushed on the ball. It brushed on the ball, and then there was a deflection in the ball. So I don't think that it's a clear cut penalty. आई थिंक दैट जो डिसीजन लिया गया वीएआर के बाद, दैट इज अ करेक्ट डिसीजन ओनली. देयर इज नो नथिंग मच टू ऐड अबाउट इट.
Okay, got it. So, who impressed you the most from Newcastle tonight?
Oh my god. See, I am so much confused if I should say Gordon or Voltamada. I am so confused. Whom should I, credit for that? But yeah, Gordon was immense today. He's a very good player, very clinical player on the flanks. Inside खेलते हैं, ठीक है. He's very explosive player, ठीक है, with his pace, with his intensity, his ball control. Of course, he has the capacity to win fouls and all. And also, Voltemada knows how to create spaces for himself, which I don't see coming from even good strikers like Victor Gyökeres in this league, basically. जो कि वोल्टेमाडा इस सीजन कर रहे हैं, इट इज रियली अमेजिंग. आई थिंक दैट बिकॉज ऑफ वोल्टेमाडा समवेयर और somehow ahead of the season, and also for the years to come, if Voltemada stays here, you guys not gonna miss Isak for sure, because Voltemada has much more things to offer to you guys. That's what I think.
As of now, again, मैं वो same चीज बोलूंगा. People can try to come, oh, Isaac and this. I'm telling you the same thing. May look like a repetitive to anybody. Is somebody has to go, let him go. Maybe 2 years
Hmm.
later down
True.
the line, Voltamada wants to go. He might
Hmm.
go. It's okay. But I'm gonna talk today or in this time जो player teams में है. And yeah,
Hmm.
it's a very clever. I would say it's not a clever signing. The signing which worked for us, because जब हम उसको
Hmm.
लेके आए थे at 80 million pounds. I
Hmm.
think it was 80 million pounds. Oh no, 65 million pounds, but it was 80 million euros. People made a big time fun of Newcastle. Like, what
Hmm.
it is a panic buy. What guy you brought? Does it even look like a striker? Well, 6 foot 7 inch ka frame, and looks like more like a goalkeeper, right? But yeah, 100% for me. Like, a lot of people have even told me, looks like more like a goalkeeper.
That's what people people think sometimes football is just physics, but it is not that, not just that. It's how the player is. See, it's more of a human element in that game. You try to understand, because एक टॉल फ्रेम के तो पीटर क्राउच भी थे, ज़्लातान इब्राहिमोविच भी थे, बहुत सारे ऐसे प्लेयर्स हैं, बहुत सारे ऐसे स्ट्राइकर्स हैं, दोज हु हैड अ टॉल फ्रेम. And when we talk about Voltemade, what makes him a good player in the system of Newcastle United, that is his link up play is very good.
Very
He
good,
can
very
create
good.
spaces for himself जो इसाक नहीं कर सकता. This is true.
ये 100% जिसका बॉल के ऊपर जो होल्ड अप है, लाइक द होल्ड ऑन द बॉल इज वेरी very good. Like, he
True.
is a very clever striker in the box. Once he has a
Mm,
ball with him, आप उसके passes देखना, go and look at his
mm,
passing, and passing on the volleys itself. वो volleys
mm,
के ऊपर जो first touch pass निकालता है, very very
mm.
very beautiful passes.
Today,
And
today especially, I will say that Nick Voltamada was very dangerous, very very dangerous inside the box. I really liked his intensity, how he was exploiting those spaces, and एक opportunity खोजना पड़ता है striker को. Then only you are a fox in the box striker. That is what I believe.
100%, 100%. और जो
It was
चीज
that.
वो लैक करता है, आई नो ही एवरीबडी डजंट गेट एवरीथिंग ऑन हिज लाइफ. उसके पास स्पेस नहीं है, बट ही इज अ रियली इंटेलिजेंट फुटबॉलर, रियली ग्रेट आईक्यू एज अ फुटबॉलर.
Hmm.
एंड ये 100%. अगर आप जो ईसा की जो चीजें है, वी गॉट दैट थिंग इन वीसा जो
Hmm.
ईसैक ऑफर कर सकता था. आई थिंक वी गेट द सिमिलर
True.
प्रोफाइल,
Hmm.
नॉट 100%, but more
Hmm.
like kind of replacement of Visa. Only the thing which is against Visa is he's 29 year of age. He's not
Yeah.
getting younger anymore, and soon he would be 30. And
Hmm.
अभी तो यही तो चीज है. द थिंग इज वी नॉट गेटिंग फुल स्क्वाड रेडी. आज हमारे पास टीनो नहीं था. अगेन व्हेन वी गॉट विसा लास्ट गेम, द टीनो मर्फी एंड विसा का जो केमिस्ट्री दिखा, वेरी ब्यूटीफुल. दिस इज व्हाई आई थॉट दे गोना स्टार्ट. बट या
But Visa adds something that Chelsea, Liverpool, and other teams don't have currently. मतलब especially Chelsea and Liverpool. See, Visa का age ही उसका advantage है. How it's an advantage? Because in some games, more than physicality and more than pace and all these things, से ज़्यादा important होता है experience. जिसको
experience of
Visa
Premier
use
League, proven Premier League,
proven
exactly.
experience of Premier League जो वीसा लेके आता है, and he is a delivery guy. He will deliver for the club. That
100%,
is more important sometimes. Rather than to play explosive football, it is important to play deliverable football when you need to win games. So that's
100%,
where
100.
Visa will come
Uh,
into the picture.
बिल्कुल 100%. To be honest, if somebody asked me what overall आप क्या देखोगे, so I'm not complaining much because we got a point. But I would be disappointed looking at the performance of first half. But I knew this because मैंने कल की stream में आपकी stream में 1-1 draw बोला था, and in a half time I told you we're going to concede. So I know, but there's something going wrong which has to be fixed. It
Hmm.
doesn't matter, injury list सबकी बड़ी होती है. Maybe we have almost big list as a Spurs. जब Fabian Schär को kind of pull हुआ था in his thighs, I was scared
Hmm.
because you I have no name to tell you who gonna replace him if he got injured. It would be a 17 or 18-year kid coming, or it
Hmm.
could be somebody from right back, Alex Murphy like kind of profile would be playing as a center back, or Louis Hall comes as a center back. So
Hmm.
we are very thin on squad in terms of injuries now. But
Hmm.
anyways, yeah, good game. And question for you: do you see Newcastle as genuine top teams in coming time, or because results are not speaking how they should be, because people are very critical, and
Hmm.
no disrespect to anybody, because people have expectation, right? Since the PIF took over,
Hmm.
लोगों को लगता है they should be at now at a bigger level, and they are nowhere near. And बहुत लोग ऐसे भी बोलते हैं भी ओवर हाइप टीम है, ऐसी टीम है जिसकी बात इतनी ज्यादा होती है जितनी उनकी होनी नहीं चाहिए. So what do you think about it?
So look, the thing is, Newcastle is impressive football first of all, and again, current manager, again, what's his name? Sorry,
Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe, yeah, Eddie Howe. The way he's managing the team and got them into Champions League, and more than that, last season the Carabao Cup win, it was immense, yeah. Matlab, I have to be honest. Come on, Newcastle is showing some real quality nowadays against big teams. They have the potential. They have the potential. They have a unique style of play. चाहे वो
100%.
फिजिकलिटी इंटेंसिटी के बेसिस पे ही हो. आई अंडरस्टैंड देयर आर टीम्स जहाँ पे जो लोग तोड़फोड़ मचाते हैं, बट दैट देन दे आर डेंजरस एज वेल. दैट इज आइडेंटिटी ऑफ न्यू कैसल एंड इट्स impressive to watch. Come on, sometimes we need games like that to entertain the fans and all. And most importantly, the fan base of Newcastle in St. James's Park, which is impressive to me also. St. James's Park, in fact, I will say, I think eighth largest stadium in Europe as well. Sorry, London as well. England.
England,
England's
yeah.
England's eighth largest stadium, St James's Park. I know, like the fan base of Newcastle, also, the kind of hospitality services and everything St James's Park is giving, which makes Newcastle a very fit club for being in the top tier list. I'm pretty much sure, alongside all the big six in the current scenario of Premier League. That's my take on that.
100%. And to if somebody doesn't know, मैं न्यूकासल का fan. Team से पहले became a fan of their fans. The Geordies
Mm,
made me a fan of Newcastle. So
absolutely, yeah.
let's talk on the game a little bit, and then we can wrap up soon. So
Yeah.
who disappointed you most from Chelsea today, and who was your best player for you from Chelsea?
Yes. Look, I think as for disappointment, it's Chalobah only. Okay. But I liked how Chalobah made a comeback. Neto didn't disappoint me, but he was not impressive either. But I will say it's Chalobah and Fofana. Our center back pairing was so bad today, man. Like I'm not talking about the lineup, but the style of play. They were they completely messed it up when it comes to man marking. Today, the man to man work marking was not at all good. That's the problem. I think it would have been much better agar they would have played a little bit more responsibly in the first half. एक goal concede कर रहे हो समझ में आता है, but दो goal concede करना within 20 minutes is I don't understand why they have done that. So Chalobah, of course, Chalobah and Fofana both kind of disappointed me.
Yeah, 100%. First half में तो there was no defense. I remember Caicedo ने आके एक save निकाला. That could
Yeah.
have been a goal, and he
Why
was
does
frustrated.
Caicedo need to? That's my point, Kanish bhai. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Why
Yeah.
does Caicedo need to jump inside the box and had to make hard tackles? He's not
Yes.
there for that job. His job is to win the balls and start again pressing by passing it to the other midfielders. That is how Caicedo operates. If he is going inside the box, ऐसा हो सकता, मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि Caicedo से गलती हो जाता है ये वो, बट हो सकता है कि कभी वो गलती करते जो बायन के अगेंस्ट हुआ था. That is where our center backs needs to little bit mature up. They need to step up their game. यहाँ पे हम लोग हर बार एक्सक्यूज़ नहीं दे सकते कि कॉलविल सी कॉलविल नहीं है, दैट इज़ प्रॉब्लम। आई वी ऑल नो। We don't have to repeat that again and again. If Chelsea fans watching this video, I'm telling you guys that अगर हम लोग को थोड़ा भी कॉम्पिटिटिव रहना है इस सीज़न, we don't need to drop unnecessary points. तो भाई गेट अ सेंटर बैक लाइक मार्क गही, गो फॉर मार्क गही। मुझे पता है कि वी कैन नॉट गो एंड बाय बास्तोनी एंड एनी बिग सेंटर बैक, लाइक वी कैन बट आई डोंट थिंक दे विल, आवर ओनर्स विल। सो गो फॉर मार्क गई, ही इज 25 ईयर्स ऑफ एज। आराम से एक 5 ईयर्स का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट साइन हो सकता है, 4 to 5 year डील, एंड ही इज चेल्सी प्रोडक्ट। इफ यू गिव द राइट प्राइस, ही इज गोइंग टू प्ले फॉर द बैच, ही वाज आवर प्लेयर। सो ट्राई टू गेट हिम बैक। अगर आप सोचो चालोबा को वी सेंट टू क्रिस्टल पैलेस एंड लुक एट दिस गाइज लॉयल्टी, वी कॉल्ड हिम बैक and then he started playing for Chelsea. So as per the bench option, Chalobah is a very good bench option, but मेरे हिसाब से Mark Gahi and Fofana can play a lot better. So go for Mark Gahi. What are they doing? That's what my
Okay.
take is.
Exactly जो वो Caicedo का था, I saw Caicedo frustrated and he was giving shit to, sorry, no disrespect, but he was giving big shit to Chalobah. He said, "What are you guys doing, right?"
Yeah, he
Because he has
was.
to come all the way to half line to make a clearance, otherwise that could have another
In
goal.
fact, Sanchez was also fuming on Chalobah certain times. That is the problem, right? How many times Sanchez is also as a goalkeeper, he's too young and he needs more game time. I think he's doing well. Sanchez is doing well nowadays. Okay. So मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि यार आपके मिडफील्डर और गोलकीपर पे इतना प्रेशर नहीं पड़ना चाहिए कि भाई वो लोग प्रेशर हैंडल करते करते इंजर्ड ही हो जाए। वी कैन नॉट लूज काइसेडो। So bring Mark Gahi, yaar. Go for Mark Gahi. Why aren't we going for a good center back? Go do that. That's
100% same similar stuff. And yeah, it was a nice stream. First of all, if please guys go and subscribe the Rishabh Bhai channel, the dressing room, and also subscribe the Indian Joddies as well.
yeah.
And any closing statements you want to say on the club, and apart also for the match, if you have to say something.
Yeah, first of all, Kanish bhai, thank you so much that you came to my channel for the stream. It was fantastic how we set up the stream, how we set up the environment before the stream. You know, the two videos I posted, and how we set up the environment was quite competitive. I really loved the way we, exchanged our communicated throughout the match,
Yes.
our ideas and whatever approach towards looking the match. And most importantly, thank you for having me as well in your channel for this
Anyway, anytime, anytime.
post match review. I hope that we will keep making good content in the future together, do this kind of collaborations moving ahead, in Yash Bhai's channel, in your channel, in my channel, moving forward. That's all. Fantastic match. Two points shared, but yes, strong fourth position still maintaining on the table. Let's look ahead what happens next. Thank you so
So,
much.
and the next time we when we come to Stamford Bridge, what do you think who's gonna win and why? If you have an, I don't know when the fixture is. I have to see. Let me look for it. But any thoughts on that reverse fixture?
Mm.
Hello.
Yeah, I think there is a fixture on Stamford Bridge. That's what I
Yeah,
was looking at.
yeah, yes. So any thoughts on that? What do you make of that? Like, I know it's a long way ahead, but any thoughts you want like to spread? Because I don't know the records
Mm.
for Newcastle on Stamford Bridge against Chelsea, so you want to spread some light on that?
It's just vice versa. Means we don't win at St James's Park and you guys don't win at Stamford Bridge.
Okay, got it. Uh, I hope the story changed this time because, but it's little
Uh,
scary for me to say because
can you tell me
this
when is that fixture, by the way?
I'm
Newcastle and
looking.
Chelsea.
I'm looking for it. Particular. But let me tell you one thing. This year, as of today, we talk. Newcastle has just won one single game, traveling away in Premier
Mm.
League. That is against an Everton. That was a very clinical win, 4-1.
Mhm.
Rest of the games we are very shit. We traveled really bad this season. We have not won a single game this season.
Mm.
So I cannot say anything particular about, and because the squad composition of that time will tell a lot of stuff. Maybe we would have some different signings, or we don't know how the winter transfer gonna turn out because this
Yeah.
summer trans window we were really No, our targets were right, but we didn't get hold of our right target. So this is where the
Actually,
question.
we are having this fixture in I think 14th of March. We have it
Okay,
in
so
on 14th of March. So I think
yes,
by that time maybe Colville can be available.
yes, I see it's on 14th of March, and I hope our both the squads come full, so no, without any injuries. So that would be a interesting games. Anyways,
Yeah,
thank you so
true.
much, and
Thank you so much.
and see you around. Until next time, up the tunes.